Hey, this is Chad with Munday Scientific. Today we're shipping out this Olympus BX41 microscope. It's a dual head for pathology use, and we're going to talk about how to take it apart, put it back together, and a couple things you need to know with this scope. So Walker's going to come in. We're going to talk about the scope first. As always, you got a 3mm Allen wrench that's going to be back here on the right side of the microscope. This tool is great for this microscope. You can take 90% of this thing apart with just this tool. So right here we have a tilting binocular head. We have a fixed eyepiece on this side with a diopter tube. This customer requested a KR207 reticle, so that's a measuring device that we're going to put in this eyepiece. They wanted to leave it in all the time. A lot of times you'll have two fixed eyepieces here, and then they'll take this measuring eyepiece out and only use it when they want to use it. So let's take off the head. So Walt, you want to show right here? We got a hole right here with an Allen screw in it. We're going to take this head off. So you can put a variety of microscope heads on this scope. Most of the time the configuration we see is a tilting head on this side and a trinocular head on this side with the camera. That's exactly how this customer had it set up. You have a beam splitter here. This is going to send the light to the teaching head, so it's a discussion bridge. You can see through this specimen, this is going to be the driver. See this through this side of the microscope, this is going to be the driver. This is going to be the passengers, as we like to call it. You're going to have a pointer power supply. So if you plug this in right here and then plug this in the wall, turn this on, you have a green arrow and a red arrow. You can toggle the arrows like this. You can point to your specimen. So the person in this passenger side will see an illuminated arrow, and you can point to that, the driver can, and say, hey, what's your opinion on this portion of the slide or this specimen? And then they can discuss it, talk about it, and it's great for training and teaching purposes. So make sure that this is always a 15-volt power supply. If you're gonna plug this in, Olympus uses a very common jack on this microscope, or it's not a common, it's uncommon, but they use it for multiple things on the microscope. Make sure you're plugging a 15-volt power supply into a 15-volt socket, or you'll burn the electronics out. All right, to get to this, we're going to talk about, this is a single head bridge. So right here, the bridge is going to come over, light's going to come to this trinocular head. Same tool, we're going to take off the head. You have a trinocular head, so you're going to, all the way in the pull rod is all the light to the eyepieces. This is going to split the light so you can look through the eyepieces and see through the camera that we're going to attach here. 100% of the light goes to the camera. You're going to have a fixed eyepiece here, and then you would have a focusable eyepiece on this side. We just have them mixed up while we're testing everything. But this would be a focusable eyepiece on this side. All right, to take this off and put it back on, you're going to get a good hold of this post, loosen this collar, and that pulls off. Then you screw this off, and you can lower this bridge depending on your table, or raise it depending on how it's set up and what you have it set on. All right, we're going to take this beam splitter portion off, same way. 3mm Allen wrench. This flange is going to go over these two little notches. We have a 5-place nose piece, so we're going to lower the stage, and then we're going to slide out the nose piece. It's going to get a 2X here. This customer is getting a brand new 2X as requested, so 2, 4, 10, 20, 40X objective. These are plan objectives. These are flat field research grade objectives. They're absolutely excellent, and I love these objectives. They're the most affordable for a pathology research grade system. So that's kind of the way to go, in my opinion. Save some money. You have a right-handed coax stage. We'll take this stage off. Sometimes you'll see a thumb screw here. You won't need this wrench, it'll be a thumb screw. You can take it on and off. You have a slide holder. The slide holder is held on with these 2 knurled screws. So slide that off if you want to push the side with your fingers. You also can get stages without this coax drive. We call them a lock stage or a fixed stage. If you want this coax out of the way and you just want to push the side with your fingers, you can do that. If you need the coax, you need the slide holder. Or if you need the slide holder, you need the coax. So you lock that back on. We'll get that stage out of the way. We'll raise this back up and lower with this knob. There's a knob on both sides. We'll lower this and take the condenser out. You need a flip out condenser to work a 2x objective. It will fill the field of view with this flipped out. You flip it in when you go to the higher magnifications to get better contrast and a better resolution on the image. You have a diaphragm here. You can increase or decrease this to work the contrast as well. This substage condenser bracket, we're going to go ahead and take it up. You have a blue filter or a didinium filter. This is a halogen scope. If you notice the light's a little yellow, that's because the halogen light is going to burn more of a yellow hue. By putting this didinium filter in, it's going to filter out that light, and it's going to take it and it's going to make it a nice crisp white light. A couple more things about this scope while we got it apart. We have a rheostat here. You can turn the light up and down. Right here, you have a preset button. If you like the light where it's at, hit that preset button. You can no longer adjust the light. So if that's pressed and you want to adjust it, you can put a flathead screwdriver in here and adjust the light that way, or you can just unclick it and you can work the light again. People like this, if you have multiple users, you can basically do a preset, like a preset on your radio. You have a on and off switch. You have a brake right here. So if you set the brake, you can only go to that height. People use that so you don't crash the specimen into the objectives. We'll take that off. You can focus over. You have a tension ring here. Sometimes people accidentally will hit this with their hand and the stage will fall. See how it's moving without me touching it? That tensioner will fix that. So if you ever see the stage drifting down on its own, it's very likely it's this tensioner has been accidentally loosened. You have a fine focus knob. We can add that, but the way that you would add that is there's a little black cap that covers this screw right here. You would peel this off and you would attach the fine focus extender. We have several other videos on that. This customer didn't want that on this scope. We usually put it in the box anyway, even if they don't ask for it, because it is a nice feature. That's basically it on this scope. We're gonna put it all back together really quick so you'll know how to put it back together, and we'll go from there. So we're gonna start with the condenser. There's a little pin right here. The pin goes in this notch. And when you put this scope back together, we have another video on color illumination. That's very, very important to know how to do. So that helps you center the condenser and makes the light very balanced. We're gonna put the stage on. One thing that if you ever notice your specimens in focus on one side and out of focus on the other side, it could be that you put the stage on crooked. It might be sitting at an angle or tilted. Make sure you always back the screw out all the way and then make sure the stage is flat before you lock it down. Once you put the stage on, lower the stage table, slide the nose piece back in, lock it in. Then we're gonna put the beam splitter, the bridge on. You're gonna lock it in. We're gonna put the tilting head on. Always hold everything with two hands while you're putting it together to make sure it's on there good and secure. So right here, I like to put this on first and screw this together, because what will happen is it's very difficult to put it on whenever you screw the bridge on first. So have this in the up position as far as it'll go. You'll notice that it's hanging off the ground when we slide it together. And make sure you keep good pressure on it and hold it up. You don't want it bending or going at an angle. You slide this together, screw that on, make sure it's nice and finger tight. And then this black knob, just twist it, let that fall on the ground. If you have a level, you can put a level on this and make sure it's perfectly level. That'll make sure it's your image and your discussion bridge is in good condition. You have this flange right here. Same way as we put the head on the scope. We're gonna put it on this side. Couple other things. This customer is getting a camera and a camera adapter. I like to screw the camera onto the camera adapter first, and then the same way we put all these pieces together, you'll put the camera adapter here and then lock it down with this screw. All right, that's basically it, guys. That's this scope in a nutshell, the Olympus BX41 with the discussion bridge for pathology use. So if you got any questions about the scope, shoot us an email, info@mundaymicroscope.com. That's Monday with a U. If you want to purchase this microscope or buy it online or any other microscope parts, you can go to microscopemarketplace.com. That's our marketplace and our e-commerce store. And you can always call us at 919-775-5596. If this video brought you value, please like and subscribe. Thanks.